What's going on, motivators? I am Jay Cons. This is Moose, my 2008 Dodge Ram 1500. Today we're going to work on getting this light bar installed. First thing I had to figure out was exactly where I was going to put this bar. Wanted to put it where it's kind of where it's sitting there across the front bumper. Unfortunately, I don't have any access under the back, just the way the bumper is built. Don't have any carriage bolts running from underneath. So then I was like, hey, let's take out the tow hooks. And then I was like, probably not a good idea if I'm hoping to go off-roading a little bit this summer. If I get stuck in the mud, I'm kind of gonna need those. So made the decision. I'm gonna run it on the port back here, put it behind the grill. Everybody online saying that you get pretty good light through these grills, so I'm not too worried about losing too much light from the grill. And yeah, let's get this sucker put in. All right, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do my light bar here, find my drill holes. I'll put one right about here. Right there. And it looks like the other one should be almost in the exact same place. So that's good news. So it's gonna go right about here. And I'm gonna put this back over here just to make sure they both line up again. And they do. All right, guys, next step I'm gonna do is I've got my two drill holes marked. I'm going to go ahead and hit them with a 1/4-inch drill bit and get them drilled out so we can get this bar mounted up. All right, guys, so I was able to get the holes drilled out here. In here, can't see that one; it's underneath the camera. So next step's going to be to go ahead and well, bolt the stinking thing to the front of the truck here. Alright, guys, so for the next step, after you get those bolts started in by hand, you're going to want to go ahead and well, tighten them up. So we were able to get my light bar mounted here. I actually really like the way it's sitting in behind the grill. I'll lower the hood here. You can kind of see the top row for now. And when I lower the grill, or actually latch the hood all the way, it'll show that whole light bar back there, so it's gonna be pretty nice. I actually really like the way this turned out. Now it's for the fun part. Let's get to wiring. Alright, guys, so we got our harness here that I unboxed in my last video. I'm gonna go ahead and use this harness. It's a 40 amp inline fuse with a 40 amp relay, 12 volt DC, and yeah, let's get this bad boy hooked up. We're gonna figure out where I'm gonna hang the relay itself, get it all rigged up, figure out where to hang the switches inside, and we're gonna go through that whole process together. Let's get this done. All right, guys, I've started running the wiring for my light bar here. As you see, I've got the relay hooked up in here by the battery. I've ran the power wire back here behind the battery. I'm trying to keep this install as clean as I can. I've got the wire ran up here. Gonna run it up behind this support right in here and try to bring it out through here. I got some zip ties if I need to, and then I'm gonna run it through the support back here and wire it up right about there. Alright, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and hook the harness up to the light itself. It's pretty simple: red to red, black to black. I'm gonna run this around the back here. That way I don't have to think about that later. All right, got that on. All right. Our light bar is connected to our harness. Now all we got to do is get our switches installed in the cab and hook us up to some power. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so I decided on a mounting location for my switches. I'm going to put them right here. I'm going to have to take my Dremel, cut through the dash, mount the 2-gang box up here. I've got one switch for my light bar, and then I'm going to have another switch for my fog lights. So let's go ahead and get that cut up. I'm going to be using my Dremel rotary tool, and yeah, let's get this knocked out. Looks like a dang second grader drew those lines. My daughter probably could have done a better job, to be honest. Alright, so on the top and bottom, I'm going to have to cut a little bit big just so I can get these grabbers through. And I am actually going to have to take the bottom off of these a little bit for the switches that I got. They're slightly too long for this box, so we'll cut that out with the Dremel as well. Alright guys, so putting this switch box where I wanted it is kind of turning into a pain. I ended up having to take the bottom piece off my dashboard. It's only 2 screws, and I'm actually cutting out the metal that was sitting behind it just so I can well, get that box in where I wanted it. So yeah, just I'm gonna get this finished up here, and then hopefully get that box right where I wanted it, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I'm going to be mounting the relay right here using a factory bolt that I took out. In order to do that, I had to extend or increase the size of the hole slightly on the relay for this bolt to go through, but it fits in there nice and snug now. So let's go ahead and get my wires kind of where I want them, and get this relay mounted onto the truck. Alright guys, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to reconnect the wiring harness up to the switch. You're not really going to be able to see anything, so I'll just go ahead and skip on to the next piece of the puzzle here. Alright guys, so I got my switch wired up here. So you can see it's got the blue LED in it. Around here I've got wire ran through my firewall down there. I had to clean some of this wiring up a little bit. It's driving me a little nuts. Oh, got the relay mounted. Here's my fuse block, attached ground and power straight to the battery. Got the light bar mounted on the front of the truck. Gonna give her a test fire here and see how she does. Alright, as you can see, it is currently daylight outside, so I can only really do so much. But let's go ahead and hit my headlights. Alright, there you can see my headlights in my garage. And that's adding the light bar to it. That's light bar only. It's off. Headlights, light bar. Let's get a look at the light bar from the front of the truck. But yeah, there's one light bar. Well, cheap light bar. Loaded up in the front of my 2008 Dodge Ram.